Good afternoon, my various Vikings. Yeah, no, we're gonna keep workshopping that one. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, welcome. This is the Corundum Cat. I should say I am the Corundum Cat, and this is episode 2 of our irregularly scheduled playthrough of the Banner Saga. We are currently in Banner Saga 1. It's going to take a while, but I think by hook and crook we will probably do the entirety of the saga. It's a big banner. It requires much stitching. So let's go ahead and resume. Pick up where we left off. We finished just the introduction in our previous episode, and yeah, here we are. We have the from the idyllic little town of Strand, we have Rook, caravan master, archer, and woodsman, and informal leader of our refugee band on this side of the map, with his daughter Alette, and best girl Oddleaf, along with the various Varl. And I know I was doing like Texan accents for them. That's about as much as I remember. It's been about 2 weeks. So here we are. Well, enough for today, I think. That's not a Texan accent. That's a vaguely Russian accent. You know, it doesn't matter. After a day of misery, men and women dropped their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Frostvellr. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were Dredge. Probably shouldn't be looking to me for advice. So says Ivir, who has actually fought Dredge before and is just cold decking us. Yeah. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. Yeah, how am I supposed to do that? Lie? Tell him everything's gonna be alright. Gods, Rook, I don't know. If the voices are not the same as the last episode, don't worry. They'll be different on the next episode as well. Pretend you know what you're doing. That's what the rest of us do. Thanks for the advice. And do whatever you want. Let them fend for themselves if you can live with it. You humans are absurd, Rook. Furious when you're not in control. Terrified when you are. Pull it together. I'll admit, I am mostly worried about my daughter. I'm worried about Alette mostly. Keep her close. You do care. I can tell. Men are a plague, in the world worse than any Dredge, as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well. Oh, I'm sorry, that is Rook. Oh, chats like this are why we get along so well, You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. By the way, the sun has stopped moving. It's just hanging out up there. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. The godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Frostvellr looking the same direction as you. Just because we are a refugee column fleeing destruction at the hands of subterranean Aztec stone monsters doesn't mean we should not participate in local culture. Let's inspect the godstone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings, out of habit more than anything else now. That the gods are dead. Yeah, by the way, the gods are dead. Frostvellr was the god of hunters, and of the wild beasts occasionally seen roaming the lands, both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of Dredge now. He would think that is go time. This is very Elder Scrolls. This is very hair scene. He would say, "We're doing this," and he would start hunting fools. A young girl from the caravan approaches you.
I made this for you,
she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby.
Thank you for saving my mama,
she says before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually, the camp is broken down, and it's time to move on to Frostvellr. It feels like an end, more than a start. We got a common rarity room. I'm okay with that. Morale is a little low. Oh. We have an event. Probably stop to camp tomorrow if we don't have any other events, and we have an event. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the Dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutters from the caravan. So this is the first of what will be many, um, choices we have to make about who do we trust. Who hubba, who do you trust? And if anyone recognizes that, you're as old as I am. 1985 Batman. So do we allow strangers to join us? Do we turn them away and make sure they don't follow us because we don't need more mouths or more people? I think we are going to ask a simple question. What are they doing out here? Are they locals? Are they fellow refugees? Are they hunters? We don't have that many fighters at the moment. We only have 41. So we have 5 times as many clansmen as we do warriors. I would not be remiss about bringing on some more violence and veterans if they're not just bandits who are going to try and kill us in our sleep. Let's find out. What are you doing out here? We were hunting for food when the Dredge found our village. When we returned, he looks away, unable to finish. Yeah, that reads true to me. I'll take them. I'm okay with these guys because when you turn away the desperate armed men, violence occurs more often than not. But I think we're in a place we have 16 days of supplies that'll be downgraded when we bring in more people. Also, we're going to be camping tomorrow because I don't like that our morale is mid. Try to keep that as high as we can. Yeah, welcome aboard. Allow the men to join you. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. Yeah! Love that. Ooh, extra supplies, love it, great. Okay. Oh. Another event. I was going to say we're going to go to camp. We're going to rest for a day just to keep morale nice and high. During a rest, one of the men get too drunk and end up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later, the instigator, Frostvellr, is tossed on the ground at your feet, angry, clenched, and looking for satisfaction. His personal defenses is little more than drooling mumbles. We got drunks. We're not laughing that off. People want to get a little bit sauced. I'm here for it. I love it. I don't complain. You do that in a survival situation, you are a millstone around everyone else's neck. Tie him up until he dries out. You grab a rope from the supplies and make short work of the sot. A few onlookers throw scraps at him, but most just walk away with a laugh, at least content that some measure has been taken. And, oh yeah, I had said we were going to drop back to camp real quick, just have a day's rest, just to keep our morale up, and not at all because I have forgotten to, actually open up chat on another device and want to see on the off chance anyone wanders in. That is a coincidence, at best. Okay, okay, okay. And in proper RPG fashion, we have is this Eggle, um, the young man who is sweet on our daughter, making him a greater threat than any of the Dredge. Let's see what he has to say. How's the arm, Eggle? You find Eggle just outside the camp, practicing his sword swings. I saw you taking some. I saw you taking some hard hits out there. Oh yeah, I'm great. Not great considering everything. I'm fine. My arm's fine. It's a strong shield. It's Rook, right? I know we haven't talked much before now, but if you want, just call me Gil. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, Gil. I wanted to let you know that I meant what I said before about making sure nothing happens to Ele. This is like, okay, so my immediate reaction is overprotective father, like, yeah, yo, you've been thinking a lot about my daughter, have ya? Is this the wrong situation to be hyper fixated on this pretty blonde boy making eyes at my little girl? No, exactly incorrect. It is always appropriate to keep an eye on this fellow right here. You're pretty protective of Led, huh? Huh? He said with leading. Well, Uh, I don't want her to get hurt. You can see his cheeks turn bright red. Oh yeah, we grilling this boy. Don't worry, she can take care of herself too. Well, I know. I didn't mean. Easy, Gil. I know what you meant. Never seen a shield like that before. Oh yeah, I doubt there's many. My father made this. It's solid metal, really heavy. Incidentally, if you aren't aware, like, yeah, no, you don't do solid metal shields in antiquity. People swinging around big, big scutum shields or big kite shields or whatnot. Those are wood. Occasionally, they are wood with metal facing. More often, they are simply wooden planks with a metal rim around them. Solid metal shields historically is incredibly rare, and usually it is like bucklers, the little like pie plates, and they show up in Italy and Venetian fencing more commonly than anywhere else. But like a big full body covering shield made entirely out of metal, that's like 30 pounds, and that is not something you generally want to be lugging into combat. So this boy is he's taking a different approach. Well, I've been practicing with it since I was a kid. Yes, you would need to be practice. Like, if you were going to use a solid metal large shield, you would need to be training for that every day. You don't skip arm day. Well, I used to spend a lot of time just getting used to lifting it. Valid. He raises it up to show you. Well, I'm pretty good with it now. And that's the only thing of my father's I have left. Well, then when my mother died, she gave it to me. Before she died. Yep, stay strong, kid. Oh, I will. Oh, and if you need something, let me know. I can do anything you need. What I need is for you to not be making eyes at my daughter. That's my primary. Between you and Ivor, we're gonna be okay. I can tell. Like, I can't punch him out on general principle because it would be bad for morale. So we don't need to do training. We are gonna do a day of rest. We have supplies to spare. We're going to do 2 days of rest. Okay, there we go. Morale has improved to good. We've let everybody rest and recover, and we have enough supplies that I don't think, like, I just spent 2 days so that, bar go up, but I think that's probably going to be okay. I don't think we have anything we need to attend in the heroes. We did get that new rune. I guess we'll equip it to probably Oddleaf, who... Oh, it is a level 2 item, so she cannot use it. That's fine. Does I ever have any kit? Not yet. So what is this item? Dodge. Dodge strength. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we're gonna be tossing Ivor into fights, so cool. Got kit for him. Love it. Perfect. All items equipped. Let's be on our way. We have 31 renown. Doing decent. We're going to burn through that very quickly as soon as people level up a bit more, but for now, let's get back on the road. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostvellr with beds and fresh supplies. The locals here are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. That is a good orderly camp. I'm okay with this. Okay. Have a quick look at the map as it has forced us into camp here. Oh, I said Strand earlier. Skoger, our little town of Skoger. We have not made it very far. My goodness. I'm once again going to geek out about how great the map in this game is. As a longtime D&D GM, I love this sort of stuff. It's too good. So, okay, well, we've got to go. Frostvellr is our destination. What do you know about Frostvellr? Once sitting upon the bank of a wide lake, when the Nordfelling turned to a oasis, city of Frostvellr became a tattered bastion, blasted by the freezing winds that roll through the valley. Those who live here still are not known for their hospitality. That's cool, neither am I. Okay, so it sounds like we're going to get a frosty reception at Frostvellr, and from there we have a long run through the Setterlund, the New Kingdom of Man and Varl. The Nordfelling Wastes, I don't love that until we get to Wyrmtoe, the foothills of the Wormskill Mountains. The Varl created a small town beneath tall pines overlooking the Nordfelling Wastes. Few come here, aside from those looking for seclusion. Boy, howdy. Okay, so we need to get as much supplies as we can now, because I don't expect a good welcome at Frostvellr, and then we have to cross the Nordfelling Wastes. We're Nords. I don't like that the Wastes are specialized in felling us. That seems like a weakness. Hundreds of miles until land clacked beneath it and the water drained over generations, leaving a featureless frozen desert. The worst kind of desert. Super. Alright, well, we'll manage. Oh, there's the X. I was going to say, it's like, I don't know how to change back from the map. There we go. Just missing it. What do we got for supplies? We have a market here. Okay, still a decent rate. It was like 1 renown gets 4 previously. Now we're 1 renown gets 3. Yeah, we can spend a lot. An obsidian ring plus 2 strength is great. No one is level 3 yet, but we will be. Never deflected. Nah, not worth it. A narwhal horn, extra break. Yes, please. 2 renown. That's a bargain. Thistleberry, an addictive berry found deep in the Lang forest. Plus 2 will. We don't. I don't rest a lot in combat, so that's probably a waste. Do I want plus 2 strength? Yes, absolutely. No one can use it now, but people will be leveling up. And let's. They have 24 supplies. We're gonna buy all of it. Puts us up to 23 days on the trail. Morale's still good. Let's get rambling, my ramblers. You're only just outside the village when 2 men in red approach. My name's Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostvellr. A third man, exceeding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. What's going on? Oh, these bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people to Skoger. The reasonable people of Skoger, not to Skoger. We left Skoger. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what'll happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. Choices. I kind of think, yeah, there won't be anything in 10 once the Dredge arrives. There is an army of stone monsters coming. You're not getting your next harvest in, my dude. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? Thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Oi. Okay. We could walk away, leave these men to die, for the crime of trying to escape the Dredge, which we are doing. That would make us vile hypocrites. We could side with the villagers and encourage them to stay here and think that they can do their next planting, and then they'll be killed by the Dredge. Or either let's make this a fair fight. We will side with Mogan and Hogan. We'll pick up two heroes out of this, and we're going to have to murder some random people. It's not going to be the last time. Might not even be the first time. Ivor, let's make this a fair fight. Ivor steps forward, the thugs hesitate. As you pull your axe, you notice that Alet is nowhere to be seen. Alet has buggered off, as she very specifically does not want to kill people. She doesn't think that Dredge are people. And maybe she's right about that, maybe she's wrong about that, maybe she's deeply racist. I blame her upbringing. But she, at least early in the game, will refuse to fight human opponents. That's fine. Our little girl shouldn't need to kill scrub villagers. I mean, unless she wants to. I mean, that, that comes later. Ready for battle. Here we go. We got Mogan and Hogan. We got items equipped. I mean, we're technically surrounded. There's not that many of them. This is not a very big activation zone. We can work this. Let's move our boy Aegil back here so that Rook has a little extra cover. And let's get to it. Okay, so Ivor is first in the activation order. These guys are scrubs. Yeah, 7 strength, 5 strength, 7 strength. But I don't want to burn his willpower just yet, so we will move. He will take a hit, but we should be fine. Oh, is that Rook? What do we got here? Yeah, we will cover behind Ivor because we are shameless. 8 damage, 7 strength. Problem solved. Alright, if we can get a kill with Oddleaf, I would like that, since she needs one more to level up. So we'll step there. How's she doing? Okay. Half health. That's fine. He will not be doing much damage. We might cycle through actions because I do want to level her up if we can. We are at the point where the enemies are the most dangerous, because there's two of them. They will activate after every one of our actions, but I think we'll be okay. We could down this boy with Ivor. We're going to break his armor instead. We want Oddleaf to get the final blow. We will have Rook damage that boy. So he can pretty much just hit armor. He can hit a lot of armor, but yeah, we good, okay. Oddleaf. Promotions! I admit I'm not super concerned about Mogan and Hogan. Yeah, we'll let Ivor close that out. He's gonna be doing a lot of work for us. Our renown grows. Yes. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon, many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Let, who had gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually, you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife. He's a family man. I did not know that. And you soon set out again. 165 clansmen and 22 fighters. Wow. Okay. Well, we got supplies for it, thank goodness. Alet marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Oddleaf approaches you both. Alet, I have something for you. Oddleaf has gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alet. What's this about? I was hoping you'd soap the banner with everything that's happened since we left Skogar. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs.
Dad, are you the chieftain now?
It looks that way, baby girl.
Oh, well then that means...
You're both quiet for a moment, while Alet unfurls the banner.
Oddleaf has been teaching me how to sew.
Well, she speaks pretty highly of you.
Can we read the part about Mom?
You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Skogar throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town.
I wish she were here. I'm kind of glad she isn't.
The section of the banner about your family is short, but Alet has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that?
Oh, so she doesn't have to deal with all of this? Dredge, leaving home, and... Why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask.
Woof, woof. Um, why did we kill strangers? Huh. Is it cowardly to deflect and talk about her well-being? Yes, that is cowardly, though valid. They would have killed others. We don't know that. I'm not going to claim that. I had to make a hard choice. I hope it was the correct one.
Oh, because the Dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I, I don't want to kill a person. Please. Uh, are you mad at me?
No, okay, you know what? Exact opposite. I'm proud of you, sweetie. I'm glad. I am glad you are uncomfortable killing people. There's a whole different conversation we have about whether or not the Dredge are people, um, but that's racist, and we's white as hell. I'm glad you don't want to. It smiles at this. Then her face sinks again.
I guess I would do it if I really had to, but do we have to?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know, Dad. I I think you're doing a good job.
She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together, sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Skogar is your burden now. Our little girl don't like killing people. That's great. That means that we raised her right. Okay, this is a camp. Um, do we have enough supplies to lock in great morale? You know what? We won't be able to rest much in the future. We'll take one day, boost morale. It's worth it. Let's see how Leaf is doing. How are you doing, Odd?
I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleaf before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean?
Okay, so like my reaction is like it means you're gonna be okay. Like you got this, you're all right. You're newly widowed, but you'll be fine. Like I feel that Rook, who seems deeply confused about women in general, um, is like, what's strong woman? What does that mean? He's like, don't ask me. No, it means you're gonna be okay.
That's not being strong. That's just being. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard.
You're not sure what to say. Yeah, no. How do you approach this? In the many years you've known Chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. Well, you asked me to come find you.
Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, if something happened.
Your family, right?
Oh, you're right. I should. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave, our banner would be divided.
Dude, I would follow Oddleaf. She is the most competent person here.
Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us, I think this is what has to happen. Okay, maybe this is what means to be a strong woman. Like the idea of like willingly stepping back from a leadership role that you are fully capable of to let this scrub take over because he happens to have a different set of genitals. I feel, yeah, no, I don't think that's strength. I'm gonna rely on you, right? I'm not cut out for this. She is. I'll be there when I can. Just don't expect any miracles. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I can never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Lilette. I know you're going to take care of her.
Damn right! She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. Yeah, we can rely on Ailette. She is going to be in every fight on this side of the map because, we're going to rely on Oddleaf. I mean, Ailette will be doing a lot of work as well when we're not fighting people. Oddleaf is going to fight everybody. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. I think there is no better choice than wishing them well. I'm not going to send them off with extra supplies. We got 450 odd people that we need to take care of. But if you can get your people, get your people. Godspeed. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do we must protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder and the fighters depart. Are we ever going to see these boys again? I have no idea. Complaints of Rassenbarther's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snake canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put up the fire on both the wagon and Ransfitter's leg before leading him to you. Abandoning him from camping near others accomplishes nothing. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Can I enforce that? Do I have to be watching this boy? The next evening, as soon as he has some tipple, right? As soon as he gets the mead going, he has undercut my authority. If we declare this, punish him physically. We can't be taking care of drunkards. We got too much else going on. You're considering your options when Oddleaf appears out of nowhere and doubles him over with a gut shot. Endanger everyone again and you'll get more than a cracked rib, she shouts, leaving in a huff. The others go back to their business, satisfied with the outcome. Hell yes, Oddleaf. Correct choice. She should be in charge. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Ransmitter, the unabashed drunk. Staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober, he screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings and furious men. Okay. No Dredge. They're not stealthy. They're giant made of stone, so we're probably okay. We're not going to allow mob justice, because the mob is not in charge. I'm in charge. This is how leadership works. He's gone. He just got punched in the stomach by the chieftain's wife. And that was not enough to get him to sober up on the trail. Bye. This is strike 2. And he doesn't get strike 3, because it shouldn't have required strike 1. He out. Banish the drunkard. The man's meager belongings and some food are thrown into piles. Everyone moves on. He's tied loosely to a tree. You expect he'll break his bonds eventually once he sobers up. Please, I swear. He pleads to your back, finally realizing his plight. Whether his dredge were imagined or not, you don't expect to see him again. Yeah, well, that's a hit for morale, but I think a good one.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellr now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Okay, they have stone walls topped with palisade. I like that for us. Morale dipped and went back to good. Okay, cool with that. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. This is going to escalate. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is going to escalate. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleaf finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? Well, it's overrun with Varl from Bloxbalker, Greyhorn, people from Bithra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. Yeah, we are late come to this refugee party. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. No, we have to move. What are our other options? Where else could we go? With our whole caravan. South? But Sigerholm and Barskard are so far away, they may as well be horseborne lands. Well, the Dredge are moving south. If we keep going west, we might get out of their path. Wyrmtow is half as far as Sigerholm, full of Varl. And across the wastes. These people won't make it. Oh, I don't like any of the cities. Yeah, thank you, Alette. Very helpful. Well, it's because they're all bad. There's no point talking about leaving. We have to get in there. Woof. Well, we're getting in that case. We have no good options, and we have a lot of problems, but we're getting in the walls somehow. I can get the gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it. Just push really hard. I mean, let's visit the market before we destroy their defenses. We're at good morale. That's fine. We don't need to rest just yet. They have supplies. We're still at 1 to 3. Love it. Love it. What do we have for gear? I'm sitting Bell's level 5. Woof, that'll be a while yet. Aggro boosting kit. +3 willpower for 6 renown. I think that's probably worth it. Yeah, we're not so hard up. We are going to buy as many supplies as they have available. That's going to be a theme. Actually, that reminds me. I think we have a level up pending for Oddleaf. Let's go ahead and advance her. And barring other greater choices, +2 strength, always the way to go. High strength archers are fantastic. Okay, how's the rest of the crew doing? Rook needs 2 kills to level up. 1 for Eggle, 3 for Alette, 3 for Oddleaf. Okay. Yeah, that'll happen naturally. And no one is level 3 yet, so our level 3 items will remain fallow for the moment. But I have a feeling that's about to change. We storm in this place. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered in the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors. Several pin-cushioned bodies lie inflamed, as though they simply belonged there. Oh, they have archers. Super. Archers up the walls make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Ivor, do you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up the doors that look like they hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to... Oh, and when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stop you, then you kill them, he says. You're not sure if this is the most sound plan. It's not a great plan. I think it's gonna be bloody for us, but I don't have a better solution at the moment. Everyone's saying we need to get in here. Let's give it a shot. If nothing else, we can clear the place out before we head into the wastes. I think, you know what? I'm excited for this plan. Let's do it. Ivor slings his shield over his back. He steps up to the gates alone. Archers above watch, more curious than anything else. Ivor plants his feet and puts his shoulder against the massive door. Aside from a long wooden creak, nothing's happening. Then, unbelievably, the doors start trembling. The archers shout, more to those inside the walls than out. The creaking becomes louder, and a crack. Then the doors part slightly. "Help him!" you shout to the rest of the caravan. When you look back and you see that nearly everyone has thrown into push, the gate finally succumbs under your combined effort, and you find yourself face to face with dumbfounded guards. You bark at them up to attack. Yo, we do. Oh, yo. This is a home invasion. It's our home now. I love the. Again, I don't know if this is unique to this game, but very frequently we have like the crowd shots of all of the onlookers and the looky-loos watching the fight that are not directly part of it. I love that. I can't think of a lot of other art for it. So, is it just these 3? Man. Okay, well, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Alette, once again, is not taking part in this fight. She doesn't like killing people. Can't blame her. And let's do this. We want to get a couple... If we can get 2 with Rook, that'll put up to level 3, that'll be great. Eggle needs 1 body. But there's only 3 enemies, so, like, we'll do what we can. Okay, arrow, nothing major. Yeah, straight trade on that. Okay, this is an interesting situation. Oddleaf has exactly 9 strength versus his 9 armor, and does not have enough armor break to accomplish anything. So, instead, let's go ahead and... Actually, let's have her move. And let's put out Rain of Arrows in front of Rook. If this boy in the back comes to take a swing on him, this will... Okay, oh, alright, he stopped short. I see what you're doing.
Alright, we'll have Eggle move in and take some armor off of him. Only 5 strength, he's not super dangerous. Oh no! Odd! That's why I love Rain of Arrows. The intercept, right there. Not just that we hit the boy, but it ends his turn before he can attack. The best, absolute best. I'm probably not gonna be using Hugin Mugen a lot. So we are going to strip this boy's armor and let the rest of the crew score some kills, get some promotions. Woof! No armor left on Oddleaf. Yeah, this should be enough for Rook. Yep. And boop for Oddleaf as well. The guards who aren't lying at your feet run. A crowd of men and women scurry into the city while they have the chance, but it's only moments before a man wearing all black approaches with many more X-Men at his back. Yo, I can take it. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. What in the depths are you doing? I hate this guy. I hate his hat. Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together. Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters in Navarros, I would have brought you in. I'm Echo. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? I don't like that his eye is twitching while he's talking to us. Like, that worries me. Well, we heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh, really? I think you mean hiding out in a grave. He's eating worms, if I wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming in, and who couldn't swing an axe, got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Marl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there? Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight? You got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me. And to take back Frostvellr. No. I don't trust this twitchy sumbitch. I don't take sides. It's hard to tell when the good guys become the bad. Well, fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Okay, so we can stay in a town which is an active gang war with no management, while refugees and local toughs are fighting to control the city, and we're still in the path of the Dredge. This solves nothing. We can join this coked up, Roberto-looking sumbitch, who I don't trust as far as I can throw. I don't trust as far as Ivor can throw. It's more, even. Or we can fill our pockets and get the hell out of here and risk the wastes. Unfortunately, I think the best choice is to risk the wastes. I don't want any of this.
We wanted walls. We didn't want gang wars. We going. We're not staying here. Let us out. I don't know if that's... Echoes already shot at his men, who stirred daggers in return. They had just finished closing the massive doors. A fine waste of time and lives. Get out. You pass again through the gates of Frostvellr. You wonder if you just threw away your best chance for survival. No, I recognize crabs in a bucket when I see them. And I'm the one who brings the old bag. Alright? Hope you know what you're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Little did they sleep. Oh, yep. Scene change. We go back to Hakon and the Varl and the prince whose name escapes me. The Prince of Men. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as he wanted. More weapons, extra supplies, too. 100 Varl and 100 fighters and 200 supplies. Yo, we running the table. You perk up, just now realizing Mogar has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone is looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon. I heard ya. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property. A man named Eirik. Eirik. I met him, he seemed competent enough. Regardless, Gunnar will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through the streets. We put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. Ludin! Prince Ludin, that's right. God, I hate his little, wispy, half-grown mustache. My dude, either shave or commit. Are you sure that wound is healed, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gotten wrong. If something happens to a prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. I don't think we can banish a human prince. If he wants to be here, he wants to be here. Cool, welcome to the party. Fight some slab with us. Lynn makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter us with Dredge. Correction, I'm going to kill him before we get anywhere. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with as many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? I'm gonna tell a bunch of giant Vikings to be cautious. Yeah, no, obviously not. Tell them to cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. Good. Give the word and we'll set off. I see dredge. I want bodies. Simple as. Do we have any interactions here? Just the Hall of Heroes. Alright, we'll check in with our boys real quick. I do want to get on the road. I'd ask you to dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogar, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow you, Wagner.
Oh, they can't follow Vikings, excuse me. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. You think we're walking into a death trap, my dude? There's many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. Well, I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself. That's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Ah, never mind. Was he betrayed? Was he killed by the human Prince Ludin? Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You were about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. Let's get back to it. Okay. I will beg your indulgence, and I will be right back as your host, and then we will get on the road. 1 minute, please. Excuse me. Okay. So the old man here got the wisdom of the ages. We don't need that. Let's check our roster. Ah, Gunnulf, good man. We'll add Eric to the party. Let's get some promotions. Woof, Varl stats are wild. I mean, I don't think there's any reason not to push him up to 18 strength as quickly as possible. And as for Eirik, he's okay. He has a lot of willpower. I think he actually has special abilities about like transferring that around. But again, strength is the first choice and the probably the most important. Do we have any? Yeah, we have no inventory with this crew, so let's get down to it. Hakon and then Gunnulf in the turn order is fine. I'm here for it. Alright, let's get underway. Ain't no refugee column this. No civilians, no clansmen. A whole bunch of fighters and almost 500 Varl. Look at that. This is Mogr. Hills, more Dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by as rush up there to slaughter them. I just told the men that I want the hills covered in dead Dredge. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. Well, I don't, he replies. I thought you did. We'll deal with it. We'll solve this problem. The caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside to take care of the dredge. You tell Ludin to stay for the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. I mean, I would. He's not recruitable at the moment. I'd put him in the fight if I had the choice. All right, look, cluster dredge here. We're outnumbered, but we have Varl. I think we'll be fine. We don't have a lot of options for our deployment space. I guess we'll move Eirik a little closer and just make do as we make do. These are all pretty standard. They are all okay. These are all basic dredge warriors, 5 and 8. Easy, easy. Yeah, let's try that Tempest. God, the Warhawks are good. Gunnulf is a blender upon which, there is no escape. There are problems, and then there is Gunnulf. Oh, I should have moved farther with Hakon. That's my bad. Slaughter. Easy, easy, easy. Varl heavy forces are comically powerful. This early in the game, anyway. It will get harder. Okay. We have a level up waiting for Gunnulf when we have a break. Hakon! You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day. And brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? You're making a lot of assumptions, boyo. Oh, you can try. It seems clear to me that you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? Well, you're not wrong. Well, then listen carefully. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. You understand me? That is my banner we fly to Grofheim, the banner of Aberyn. I insist on joining in battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more? Whatever you like, Prince. And I expected more resistance. From Wagner, maybe. They tell me you were his kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin, Varl thing. Don't you take on his responsibilities? Doesn't mean I care what happens to you. Well, you better start. We'll both be kings someday. Again. like, making a lot of assumptions. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Ludin looks at you as that you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. Yeah, you don't impress giants. Exertion. You've got some characters with high exertion. Don't really look to support a trait. Okay, yeah, that is how much willpower we can use. More Varl to check in with. Training. I don't think we have a market here, but let's look at. Yeah, let's get Gunnulf promoted and get him up to 3, as he is a blender in Varl form. Obviously, the correct choice is to boost his armor, right? So that he stands up greater in the fight and is not worn down. Who am I kidding up with 18 strength? And yeah, well, we don't have any items in this group of the party. Okay, but we got looted. Nice. And we got, I think it's Yisra? Yeah, Yirsa. The siege archer. She's a very low strength character, but she has some pretty powerful special abilities, as I recall, like fire and lingering damage and battlefield control. Admittedly, everyone seems kind of low strength against the headlining of all of the Varl. What she has to say. Irsa, right? She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb toward Ludin's tent. No, here for you. Oh? Can we talk? Irsa shakes her head. No. A smile on her lips, eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curiously contradictory words, you get 2 impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expectantly. It's about the flaming arrows, actually. Varl don't like fire. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them... She pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist you don't quite catch. Suddenly a bird combusts in the trees behind you and falls to the ground smoldering. Half the camp is turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. That's been fun. Super. Good talk. She crosses her arms, a hand on her chin, and cocks her head to one side. Until next time, Yrsa. Khan? You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her forefinger to her lips with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. I mean, she's just making birds explode into flame. I think that's the important part of our exchange with her. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. Well, I'm happy to stop some slags as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently, he doesn't realize you're within earshot. One to die for him either. Blindsiding him would be funny. I think it is a little much. Make your presence known but walk on is too passive to keep giants in line. I feel like he needs a firmer hand than that. I'm gonna challenge him to a fight. Yo. I'm in charge. Got a problem with it? Do something. Who will you take orders from? He asked loudly. Wagner's dead. We can decide right now. You raise your fists. He does the same, reluctantly. His best shot's not bad, but you've had a lot worse. You grab him by the horns, swing his entire massive frame through the air, and plant him to the ground. Yo! WWE over here.
What's his name? You ask his companions. Gris. Well, take care of Gris, you reply. You hear them laughing at his misfortune as he wander off. I feel like that's the best choice possible. I mean, the renowned bump is nice, but I think that is just like the correct way, to handle this crowd. A small gathering of tents comes into view, group of merchants from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead. One tells you, leaving offering to Dengler, as one does. His expression turns. Dredge started appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed. Thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. Not you since we left. Do they have anything to trade? Never pass up a merchant. Well, not much, he replies. Anything of value we left at the Godstone. I've never seen so many Varl in the place before. You're off to deal with those Dredge? You nod. We can part with some supplies if you need them. I mean, we've got a lot of supplies, but we can have more supplies. I'll give them freely. Cleaning the road is more than we could ask. I have one request, though. My wife's brother stayed at the Godstone. You'll home by a necklace of many gold rings. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You agree? The merchants continue onwards. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, I note that 35 supplies is not enough. Is less than 1 day of supplies for this army. But that's okay. We're doing a good deed. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Mogr, who tells you, Dredge. No, we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vertel. Did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. It's the last time you commanded a few hundred, Hakon? Asks Mogr. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. What is it good for? Absolutely everyone. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your hands dirty too. By making battle easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. You can take the burden yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you're ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Yo, this is why we got fighters. This is why we got Varl. This is a lean, mean, slag-smashing machine. We doing it. Put us in the game. Coach. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems notable. You take a quick head count, there must be at least 466 of them. You have 185 fighters, 465. Dude, what a weird, 466. What a weird number. Okay, spoiler. If you have as many Varl as there are enemies, you don't have enemies. You have opportunities. We're rushing this. This is easy. Even from here, you can see nervous glances amongst the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Heck yeah! Charge, always the correct choice. Always the correct choice. Doesn't matter. You outnumbered? Oh, you outclassed? Oh, they got an entrenched position? They got no. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Charge. You consider taking your trusted allies and leading a charge, battering down the enemy. It will throw you into the thick of battle when the fighting is most dangerous, but a strong charge can save lives. Heck yeah! Put me in the game. You gather your allies. Yeah, we doing this. We see how this human prince does. Oh, yeah. We got Ludden and Yrsa. Boom. Oh, this is a bad time to be surrounded. Okay, so Gunnulf is gonna, unless one of these two boys goes first, Gunnulf should be able to blend both of these fellows in one action. Love that for us. Yrsa is off on the side. That's fine for an archer. We will back her up with Ludden for safety, because archers require a little escort. And I think Hakon is going to activate first. Put him down here. I kind of want him on the other big guy. Let's do it. 13 and 9. Yeah. That's a tough enemy. Put him down to 4 strength. Damage enemies around him. Doing great. 4 strength. 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 4 streng
Gunnelf's so good. I mean, less now that he just got punched for 5, but... bunch of armor damage. No problems there. Ludin is a weenie, this is well known, but he's a spearman, so he has longer range and can attack diagonally, which we love. And Irsa is an archer. She's not going to be able to do anything against 13 armor, say that much. But we can put a slag tile down, so if this dredge tries to come closer, it will be bad for him. Oh, actually, does damage next to it. Forgot that. Good to know. Promotions. Okay, good for Hakon. This guy is wrecking Gunnulf, and will continue to do so. That's not great. But 8 and 8, we can. We need to boost Gunnulf's exertion so he can use more willpower. I feel, honestly, if we're only doing 1 damage, maybe we'll do it to strength. Deflection. Fair enough. Let's get up on this boy and take his strength down more, so he is not dropping Gunnulf. I love that for us. Okay, cool. We'll have Ludin move in enough to give a poke. 80% chance to do it. That's XCOM, baby. Okay, Hakon has already leveled up in this fight, so we will leave him to strip some armor. Gunnulf is already our highest level character as well. Mogr, I'm just not terribly concerned about. Do we want? I think we're gonna give it to Isra. Actually, she got one hit already. Yeah. There we go. Promotion for her. Love it. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take the opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters to save a few lives. Ah, right. Yeah, so we can fight like another round of enemies for more rewards and to prevent more casualties. I think we should do that. Kill a few more as they flee. Let's do it. Sometimes this is a huge mistake, but this time we seem to be doing all right. Hakon's armor is really low. Oh no! Ugh. Okay, big hit on her.
is that? Okay, that's Moger who's active. Okay, let's take care of this guy. Don't taste me, bro! Oh, okay, love it, love it, love it. Just an armor hit. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah, okay, he's... Big guy's next, or a dude is next to our archer. Let's go ahead and cut him down to size. Promotion for Ludin. I love that for us. This is... Oh, okay, the little tuning fork thing. That is a Dredge summoning reinforcements. I don't want that. Choices, choices. Okay, I will leave him to Hakon and Moger. I feel like I want to put damage on this fella here instead, who's still at full strength. Did not know that could hit friendlies. Well, that's on me. Okay, this is why it's not always a great idea to fight additional rounds. But that's okay. We got some extra promotions, we got some gear. We will probably have to rest for a day or two. We'll have wounds from our heroes who got knocked down, but that's fine, because we were probably going to do that anyway. Man, 20 renown is really good. That's tasty. Promotions. Yeah, I'm going to say that every time. It's going to continue happening. Yes. That is worth 10 renown. Easily done. What item do we have? Plus 3 will. I mean... I think we'll give that to Gunnulf, actually, who has very little willpower. That'll be a better upgrade for him.
don't see wounds on our... It's probably okay. Let's get rolling. Moga comes to sporting a dour expression. There are more words than usual claiming illness lately. I don't think they're faking it. I've seen them vomiting or stumbling around. Humans seem to be suffering something too. Some kind of disease? I can't prove anything, but I think some of the rations may have been poisoned. Before you can respond to clues, don't spread paranoia. Maybe nothing. I found nothing wrong with the food, and most of us aren't ill. What do you think? Well, if it's not the food, yeah, what other connections are there? A couple hours later, Morgan comes to again. I don't see any pattern to it. Some of the sick have faced Dredge, others haven't. Some are feeling tired, while others are well rested. Aside from the pains, I don't know. You both agree to keep an eye out for anything unusual. All of the afflicted speak Kikongo, as it turns out. And who would have thought that would be a problem? Oh, I like this. I love this bay in the background. Loon has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as he crossed Hilltop, out of breath. Dredge that direction. About a day away, they found a village. You ask what they're doing. Well, tearing the place apart, he says. More than 1,000 of them. More, maybe 1,000 or more looking for God knows what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. But Loon is uncharacteristically silent. If we can split 1,000 Dredge and deal with them piecemeal, I think that's a choice. Draw some forward, split them. You spin a small group of shield bangers to get their attention. They do. Half a day later, many Dredge are giving chase up the hill in their plotting sort of way. You get ready to lay waste. Oh, this is a 450 versus us. Easy. Charge. Heck, we only stronger than we was before. Womp. See now, alas that Gunnulf does not have any willpower innately, because he cannot move quite far enough to do the whirlwind on these boys. But they'll come to us. Or they'll come to Hakon. Promotion! Luton put in more work than he normally does. I'm okay with that.
mean, we took very little damage. I think we can do another round. Bring him on. That's more than we fought to start with. Okay, it be that way sometimes. It be that way. But they are all the standard warriors 5/8. Doable. Very doable. Okay. I think Hakon's doing alright for knockdowns at the moment. Let's let some of the rest of the crew get some play. Yeah, we'll soak a hit, that's fine. Yeah, Gunnulf as well does not need more XP. He's doing fine. Promotion. Daft work all around. Okay, no injuries, nobody knocked down, nobody out of the fight. Plenty of bodies. And our army is in great shape. That was half of them. We'll see if we have to do another encounter or if the rest scamper. See this village that we're coming upon. Let's see how it goes. With the village still a day away, you're eating on the march of our all approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs in his posture, sincerity in his eyes. You got one shot, boy. You tell him to report to Mogar. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody will lose sleep over it. He nods. Goes to speak to Mogar. Yeah, dude. Straighten him out. Put him on the line. You're close enough to hear Dredge rattling through the buildings now. Pull them out of the houses. Mogar suggests Slag just can't resist an ambush. Well, better luck in an open field. We'll take the fight to them. It's going to be close quarters on their terms, but we already got half of them, so let's do it. You send your show banners forward to get their attention before long as the Dredge have gathered, ready for fight. 571, delicious, easy. Straight into them. The correct answer is always charge. Oh, can we, I think, yeah, oh, yeah, we can level up our crew. Let's get Ludin up to 3. Love that for us. And more armor is always good. Isra needs some bodies. We'll see if we can do that. Bearsy, is he? We don't even know. We ain't need him. 15 renown to put Gunnulf more. I mean, I do like Gunnulf. Okay, yeah, we're going to give him some exertion so he can actually make use of his limited willpower pool. And what is this item? +2 will per kill. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that is going on Gunnulf instead because he is a machine. Great, so he shouldn't have to worry about willpower anymore. He just loves killing. Old people, young, women's, pets, doesn't matter. He just loves killing. Just a open front here, nothing wrong with that. Okay, simple enough. We will swap Gunnulf and Mogir. Welcome to Mogwin Palace. We hope you'll enjoy your stay. And we have, okay, 7 and 13 and 9 and 16. Oof, that's a big dredge. Let's put him down to 5. Much safer for us. Gonna still gonna take that hit, that's fine. He's gonna carry that weight. We could have dropped him, but I kind of want Isra to have the opportunity. See if we can get some bodies on her, get her up to level 3. Do I want new summoning reinforcements? I don't. Can I do anything about it? No, not really. Oh no. They baited me out. That's on me. Okay, Luden. No reinforcements. Turn that thing off. Drop. That's a lot of armor. 70% chance to knock the strike down by 3. I'm willing to risk it. That's XCOM, baby. Luden's body has been broken. He is split in half. Okay, yeah, 7 to 13. We need to parse this boy down. I don't think we will stay for a second round on this fight. They keep hitting me. Beatings will continue. Okay. Alright. Put his strength down. Strip that armor off. And we will feed Isra. We are not staying around for round 2 on this, however, because we are 2 men down already. Bodies blanket the area as though the snow itself had turned black and red. You walk between clusters of survivors, taking account of your warriors. We're fine. Crushed them. Eventually, you cross paths with Mogir. This was a tough one, he says. Hope we don't face worse the further we go, but this could be a hint of things to come. Let's check out that village. The wounded are gathered, and you head towards what is left of the village ahead. You wander through the small village, where there had been a cacophony of battle before. Now an eerie silence hangs over the place. Bodies of Dredge and villagers making the paths to houses that have been ripped apart as if by a tornado. Isra stops in her tracks. Hear that? She all but whispers. It sounds like crying. Soon you discover a trapdoor partially hidden by carpet. I mean, if there's people down here, yeah, let's open it. A woman's scream dies in her throat at the sight of a Varl instead of Dredge. Men and women both are huddled together. A baby cries on her mother's shoulder. They are clearly awed to see so many warriors. What do we do now? They ask. Staying here is a mistake. Go to Strand, we've cleared the way. Best we can do for them, I think. They give you worrying looks, but eventually begin gathering their things. Think they'll make it? Asks Mogir, doubt in his voice. You don't know, but trying's got to be better than starving to death in the pit. Eric watches. I almost feel guilty about this, he says. I know Strand, even if they make it in one piece, the locals will tear them apart. Not literally, of course, but, well, maybe literally. I might join them. I mean, we just leveled the boy up twice, but you gotta go, you gotta go. I will, he says. He throws on his pack and soon catches up with the enemies. You know, sometimes that's the break, right? Gotta do what's available. Okay, one round gets one supply, and a total of 4 supplies available. Not even worth it. What do they sell in? A level 5 ring, strength. Oh, strength resist is good. That's just straight damage reduction. And +1 per kill, I love that. Knockback is good, but not reliable enough to be worth the money. +3 will per kill is great. And +1 will per kill, also good. I think we can afford that Iron Fang. Yeah. More will means more damage. And what do we know? We just got a level up on Hakon to be able to use that. Give him some more armor, keep him in the fight. And I like that. I like it a lot. Okay. Hey, as long as Luden is here with us, may as well buff him. Delicious. We have Gris and Bercy, who are both available. Gris is a strong arm, and Bercy is a Warhawk. Warhawk is... okay, Tempest. Yeah, we've already got Gunnulf, so he's going to be kind of redundant. Yeah, let's see how Gris does. Let him earn his keep. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl heading in your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. Great, more Varl. We need those. It must be Wagner. Wagner didn't make it. You serious? It's kind of grim out here, but didn't expect that.
You're flying the shield banner. What's happening? Zulfur in charge there. I'm Vassal. Ulfur's still in shield in case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. Now, we seen nothing happening in shield yet. What do you mean? No Dredge. Never came through shield. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. I only just found out about it. One group went that way, we came here. Ridgehorn. Fort in the bay? That place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Well, yeah, maybe. That's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arbering. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Oh, the fane is this? How badly do we want to insult Ludin? Obliquely, I think an insult. An oblique insult. He's nobody. Don't worry about it. No one to worry about anyway. Ludin's head swirls in your direction, eyes wide. He seems uncertain whether to be insulted or threatened. Both, boy. What orders Zulfar give you, Fassel? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I got 330 Var behind me. Alpha wants to know what's happening at Ridgehorn. What's your plan? We're going to Ridgehorn. You're coming. Squad up. Don't roll alone. I'm my Varl phone line. Yours to command, Hakon. Are you insane? You just said an army of Dredge are pouring out of that fort. Yeah, dude. What about bodies on the hills were you not following? Well, go on to Grofholm then, Prince. Having your blood in my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shuts Ludin up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help and my fighters. If I go, so do Irsa and Bersi. Ludin's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Ogre can't contain a chuckle. The Prince's courage. Do whatever you like, man. Well, yeah, we doing this. Paint me the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. Facing an army of Dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into a war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the Dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Dude, I will break you in half. I love that. We have like 5 options to just send the boy on his way back to his father in Grofheim. No, we're not going to knock him out. I don't want to lose three party members over this. Walk away. You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Ludin stays, so do Fassalt's warriors. They join the caravan. I will put up with that brat for 330 Varl. I'm okay with that. Mogre finds you this time in a hurry. I found out what's wrong with the sick Varl, he says, clutching his gun. Ate some of it myself. Food's not poisoned, but it is spoiled. Bad fish and, getting more so. Oh, wish I didn't just think about that. Yo, man, salt that stuff. Come on. Must have got it from the merchants back near the Verdfell, mixing it with the good stuff. Could have messed up as much as half of our supply. What do you want to do? Oh, goodness. Dump only what you know is tainted. We have 48 days of supplies, even with our increased numbers. I think dump everything that could be unsafe. It's better than
incapacitating half of the force from eating bad, you know, tainted goods. I think the morale hit from the constant sickness is going to be worse than losing half of our supplies. Alright, dump everything that could be unsafe. Morgonaut's pointing out some massive portion. So I don't think they did it on purpose, for what it's worth. The tainted food's tossed downhill, we're going to check attention. Mug returns saying, taken care of, but we got a lot of ill fighters, at least 40 at the moment. What do you want to do about it? Tell them to avoid fighting until they recover, man. Moger goes down to spread the word. Damn careless merchants. Oh, okay, that only cost us 6 days of supplies? That was the correct choice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we got a Godstone coming up. Nice. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so that travelers could follow and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pains. Dredge! Shouts Moger near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Moger shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby barrel, exploding in a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Oh, goodness, they've got the slingers already. Get behind the shield bangers! Shouts Moger as you approach for a fight. Okay, well, I'm glad we kept the reinforcements. There's 764 Dredge and 796 Varl. Still enough that we should be charging. They got slingers now. These guys are a absolute menace. Ready to go. I think this will be our last battle of our broadcast here, so let's do it in style. We are surrounded, but there's not that many of them. Okay. Let's put Gunnulf up and see if we can get a spin to win on these boys up here. Hathcon and Archer in the center. Okay. This'll do. Who is going first? That slinger right there. Okay, well, let's see if we can't just prevent that from happening. With violence! Slingers are themselves not terribly dangerous. Their whole deal, of course, is that they just shred the armor off of you, and they skirmish very reliably. They unlike enemy archers, the slingers never stay still. Big spacing on that attack. Okay. Can't hurt that. Oh, 16 armor on both of those fellas. Okay. Can we get in shooting range of that slinger? That'll be the most useful choice. Yes, we can. All right. And they respond to damage by moving. Alright, lock down this big fella. This will keep him from crushing Yrsa. Stop throwing rocks at me! I mean, he could walk around her and still attack. That could happen. They have the technology. think we're still. I think we're still in good enough shape to do a second round. Yeah. Bring them on. All right, slingers. Oh, all slingers. Oops. Okay, obnoxious, tedious, grinding and damaging, but I think we will manage. Stop that! Stop that! Okay, that's a couple down. Yeah, we'll try. 60%. How bad can it be? Nailed it. Lots of renown, free items. Delicious. What depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual Dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the brush, throwing itself upon yaks attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Varl pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off slick rock and a sheer drop, suddenly stopped by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yaks, still tied to its reins. On top, the Dredge hang on tight. Keeping the whole thing from plunging over the side is Gunnulf, one hand white knuckling the cart, the other wrapped around a tree trunk. Which is more important, Gunnulf or a cart full of treasure? Gunnulf is reliably turning problems into experience points, isn't he? Just let it go, my man. Can't take it with you. My duty, he grunts. He doesn't budge. You wonder how much this responsibility defines his reason for living. The Dredge has found some footing and is trying to clamber over the cart. The tree cracks under the weight. Let go, you dumb bastard. With a roar that sounds more like you just stabbed him in the side, then gave him an order to Gunnulf, let's go to the cart. It flips over the side in flash, followed much later by a dull thud and crack. At the base of the steep cliff, hundreds of yards below, the treasure cart has exploded into a frozen firework of gold, valuables, yaks, and Dredge gore. That was a costly mistake, grits Ubin between clenched teeth. You wonder what that Dredge went after the yaks in the first place? Then you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now lying at the bottom of the cliff. Hundreds of yards down, we don't have climbing gear, we don't have a path available. Let's keep moving. Nothing for it, it's just money. We'll get more. Though painful, you leave the scene behind. If you're lucky, you'll be able to come back for the gold later. Yes, we are that lucky, I'm sure. Morale decline. Alright, we will get to the Godstone, and we will call it there. And I think that'll probably be the chapter break. Love that art. Also, what a square-jawed god right there. I love that. The caravan stops. Godstone moving ahead for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it. The stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over in a comforting way. Didn't help with the bodies underneath it, though. The earth at the base of the Godstone was scarred, like a struggle occurred. Merchants. No. No Dredge. Encircling Dengler are a variety of goods a barrel of mead, who knows how old, loose silver, and a statue made of soapstone, offerings to a dead god. We are not so hard up for supplies that we're going to steal from the gods. I'm not sure if y'all aware that is a mistake. We will leave the offerings. We will check for the merchant's brother, as we promised to do. In the midst of a pile of bodies, glitter catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace from a jerkin to find 5 gold rings. The merchant's brother. Guess you didn't make it. It's ours now, right? Like we're not going back the way we came. You definitely slipped the necklace on the man's neck and tucked it into your clothes. No use in leaving it to waste. You suddenly notice Mogre's been watching this whole time and makes no mention of it. He either doesn't care or keeps his opinion to himself. Don't know what it made him think the godstone would be safe or completely exposed up here. If we are going to rest, I think we got to go a little further away. Well, let's examine the godstone first. Dangler was always one of the favorites amongst men. God of good fortune. They believe you brought luck, wealth, or whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meanings. Eventually, you move on. Yeah, 5-ring necklace. Love that, love that, love that. As soon as we can, we will camp and call it there. All right, on day 23, we'll stop here. Let's have a quick look. I am curious about that item we just got, so I don't forget about it. The 5-ring necklace. Love that. Oh man, +1 aggro, and then strength, arm, will, and break. Everything we want. As soon as one of our big boys hits level 5, they will equip that, and it will never come off. We're a bit low on renown. I don't know if I want to level up Ludin, who's already at max strength. So is Easter, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? We will think about that. We'll settle. We'll figure that out on the next one. For now, I think we're going to call it here for the day. Yeah, let's see. I think it's probably going to be a chapter break. We will catch up with Rook and Alette and the Skoger villagers as we head eastwards and they head westwards, and hopefully not too many Dredge in between. Spoiler alert, there's quite a few Dredge in between. For now, yeah, hey, thank you for your time and attention. Our regularly scheduled broadcast is still going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Monday evenings. We are working presently through a playthrough of Chrono Cross. Just getting started on that. Second episode coming up next week, and hey, hope to catch you there. Until then, thank you for joining. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you in the next one.